Hey everyone, I'm going to quickly go over a new feature in the ABC3000 plugin. Under the Links tab and the sub-tab of Add New Link, you're going to see two brand new features here in how you enter your keywords and your anchor text. The reason why we built these new features is to address the Penguin update. And we've been testing this in closed beta for pretty much since the Penguin update came out, and we're having great success with it, and that's why we're pushing this to the public now. And as most of you know, the Penguin update was all about penalizing sites that over-optimized for a particular keyword, maybe up to one keyword, maybe they even varied it up to 3, which really still is not enough. And sites were being penalized because Google looked at that, saw that sites were trying too hard to rank for a particular keyword, and then they got slapped with over-optimization penalty. Okay, so this first feature, the random related keywords option, and I highly recommend this is the primary method that you use in this tool. And basically what it does is you would go ahead and enter your main keyword or phrase here, and I'll just use car insurance as an example. All right, and what our system will do is it will take this keyword, this phrase, and it's going to look through Google and find hundreds of related phrases. And when I say related, I mean what Google views as related. And that's important because when they crawl your sites and they crawl whatever sites you're backlinking from, and they see related terms like this, that's just going to help your case that much more, because you're not over-optimizing for a particular keyword, but you're still using phrases that are related to your main keyword. So in the end, you're still going to rank very high for your main key phrase, but in an indirect manner of doing so. So to show you an example of the kind of terms that would be generated based on entering the car insurance phrase here. So you can see we have a list of various terms, and there would be much more than this, hundreds, but I'm just showing you a short example. And you may look at this list and think, not all of these terms are related to car insurance, and that's true. However, Google essentially is saying they are to a degree, and that's what's important here. And this is how you avoid the over-optimization penalty. It's by indirectly linking with these terms that are related according to Google, and you're not over-optimizing for a particular keyword. So you're still going to rank for that main keyword, but you're doing so through, like I said, an indirect means of getting to the end state. All right, so let's go back. All right, and the second option here, to use my keywords, which would be whatever you want to enter. Similar to the first option in the sense that you can have hundreds of keywords. However, this option gives you the ability to enter as many keywords that you see as relevant to what you want. So this gives you the control. Maybe you don't want that list that you saw. Maybe you want to specify exactly what keywords there are, and that's fine. You can enter one keyword here if you want. Leave it at that. I do not recommend that. I recommend at least 5, and maybe even more than that. If you're linking to a Web 2.0 site, you could probably get away with using 3 to 5 anchors. But if you're linking to a money site, absolutely you want to do at least 10 as a minimum, I would say, and the more the better. So, but I prefer option 1, as I said, because it kind of takes the guesswork out of there for you, and all of us are trying to rank in Google, and this option is geared specifically for that. All right, so as a complete example, we'll just go through the steps. Car insurance as my keyword phrase that I want to generate from. All right, for my URL, I'm just going to pick a URL. I do not own carinsurance.com. Description, car insurance site. Number of submissions, I'm just going to put 100 here. Then the category, business, and I'll leave that as yes for the private network. And the way these numbers will work out, all right, so we have 100 submissions here, and this is the URL, obviously, and it's the main keyword phrase. So we'll go back over to this list, and it'll take all these terms and look at the number of submissions, and it'll randomize the process. So maybe car insurance quotes gets 10 submissions, maybe car insurance rates gets 8, and maybe home insurance gets 4. It's a random process, and it's going to make sure that it uses as many of these terms as possible with as many to max out your submission count to 100. The end result is a lot of variation in your anchor text, maximizing your number of submissions, and you're definitely doing the right thing in Google's eyes as far as not over optimizing for a particular keyword. All right, so we'll go ahead and add this now. Submit. Let it go. All right, tells us it was added. Go ahead and close that. Let's go over to the link list and see what we just added. All right, so you see here we have car insurance was the main keyword we entered, and under keyword type you can see we used random related. If we use the other option, you can see under here my keywords, so you know the different version that you used. You have your URL, the description, category, and it's waiting for approval, and the number of submissions. We got rid of an option here called copy, which was kind of redundant because now we allow you to change the number of submissions under edit. So if you were to click edit here, all right, you can modify what you're using as your random related keyword phrase. You can change the option to use your own keywords, modify the URL, all the options here, and the submissions. So it's very user friendly, and it's very powerful in the post-Penguin SEO world. So I really hope you like the feature. I'm very excited about it, and I wish you the best with your link building. Thank you.